In a nutshell, here's how we think. First of all, we have a thought. So a thought pings in our head, and that thought instantly creates an image. So whatever we may think, if we think about buying a new house, then immediately our mind creates an image of what that house can be, how it's going to feel, and all those kind of things. If we think of getting a new job, then our mind creates an image of how our life should look like with the new job. Hopefully that makes perfect sense. So once the thought and the image are created in the mind, the image then creates an emotion. So there's quite a lot of emotion attached to buying a new house, getting a new job, or anything that we kind of think of. Even thinking of going to the supermarket and what to make for tea at night. So everything creates an image that then creates an emotion around it. Now, depending on how powerful the emotion to the link of the thought is, that creates us to take big action. So we're either going to take big action or small action. But a thought that creates an image, that creates some emotion, will always create action. And here's why. This is a picture of a brain that I drew earlier. My brains always look a bit like a cloud, so bear with me. Now, the reason why our thoughts create an image is because of this area of the brain known as the visual cortex. The visual cortex is 500 million brain cells that work with everything that we see and storing and creating memories. So right from being very tiny, everything that we see through our eyes goes through what's called the hypothalamus in the center of our brain. The images then get processed and the data is stored into the visual cortex. Now, this is what is really, really important. The images that are stored in the visual cortex are 5 times more powerful than the images that come in through the eyes. And what this means is that what we see triggers memories and emotions from the past, and quite often it is that gets in the way of changing our lives. At one of my seminars a couple of years ago, there was a woman who surprised me when I shared specific images meant to demonstrate the connection of how images create emotion and how emotion triggers action. First of all, I show these images that are meant to trigger sad and unhappy emotions and feelings. And then I always finish on these nice uplifting images. Now I'm going to hold on this one for a moment, because when I ask the audience, how does this image make you feel, expecting a positive reply, a woman's hand shot up and she said, "It makes me feel sad because I have realized that if I stay with my husband, I will never have that." And 6 weeks later, she had left her husband and started a brand new life on her own, because that image triggered in her visual cortex memories, and she knew she wanted to create a different future. And by that picture triggering that, it set her into action, because that thought gave her huge emotion and really set this woman into action. And with the help of the images that I've created, she's really started to run with her life. So that is the power that I believe is behind all the images that I've created. It's behind the book that I've created. And I really hope that with your help, you will help me to get this book to reach so many more people. and we can make the world a happier place. I know we can. So thank you for tuning in, and thank you very much for your support. Go ahead, make your pledges. I'm sure I will meet you one day. Thank you very much.